Hey everyone, what's up? Hope you had a great week. In today's video, we're going back to Santorini, focusing mostly on attractions and restaurants. However, if you're wondering on how to get to the island and accommodations once you get there, feel free to check out our first vlog. And also, check out our blog where Ellie compiled a bunch of valuable information. As it stands, one of our favorite attractions in Santorini is near the end of the video. So knowing that, you can cheat and peek at the end, or watch it from beginning to end. That way you get that build-up effect. Happy viewing everyone, and I'll see you at the end. Emma recommended us to check out the smaller hidden gems of Santorini. But that didn't mean that we were going to skip Ia altogether. It can be crazy busy and expensive to stay here. In spite of that, it remains a must-visit destination. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last video, but it's worth saying that it appears to read Oya, when in fact it's pronounced Ia. Emma recommended us to pay for parking in Ia, since it's often confusing and apparently people get parking tickets here. Despite that, we found some great parking spots before entering the village. So, paying it forward, we in turn recommend for you to Google a parking spot at the edge of the village. Otherwise, you can easily find yourself stuck in some bumper-to-bumper traffic. And in the end, it'll be quicker for you to park your car a little further and walk to the center. A few years back, I remember seeing a Red Bull video about parkour in Ia. The participants would jump from one rooftop to another. When I saw Ia for the first time, it was exactly the way I remembered it. With the iconic whitewashed buildings, blue dome churches, and breathtaking views of the Aegean Sea. Ia has become a popular spot for tourists from all over the world. There are so many reasons why people flock to Ia, and once you experience its magic, you'll understand why. Ia also boasts a vibrant art scene, with numerous galleries and shops showcasing work from local artists. Strolling through the narrow cobblestone streets, you'll find an array of unique pieces ranging from paintings and sculptures to handmade jewelry and ceramics. For all you art enthusiasts, you will appreciate the opportunity to explore the creative side of Santorini and perhaps even take home a one-of-a-kind souvenir. In terms of activities, Ia has something for everyone. For you adventure seekers, you can go hiking along the cliffside paths, explore the volcanic beaches, or take a boat tour to the nearby volcanic islands. For you water sports enthusiasts, you can try snorkeling, diving, or paddleboarding in the crystal clear waters. Lastly, for you history buffs, you'll appreciate visiting the Maritime Museum or the Byzantine Castle ruins, which offer insights into the island's rich past. We discovered the main alley, peppered with stores, artisan shops, cafes, and restaurants. Not to mention the beautiful view of the coast. We found many openings where we took snapshots of the whitewashed houses and blue domes. Once we made our way to the end of the village, we decided to take a spin at the back alleys. There, we found it cooler and less populated, with just as many great things to discover. Almost back to our original starting point, we noticed a fort in the distance and decided to make our way towards it. Wow, from there we could see the famous Amudi Bay and practically a 180-degree view of the island. After having spent 3 hours under the sun in Ia, we got thirsty and decided to visit the Santorini Brewing Company. Being the beer fan that I am, and in addition to checking out the Pyrgos Brewing Company last night, I wanted to check out another brewery on the island. It goes by the name of Santorini Brewing Company, and it produces the donkey beers. This is a craft brewery located a short 5-minute drive from Kamari Beach. According to online sources, it was founded in 2011 by a group of friends who shared a passion for brewing high-quality beers. The brewery is known for its series of donkey beers, which have gained popularity both locally and internationally. Now that it's been open for over a decade, it has built a stronger reputation for producing unique and flavorful craft beers. Their Crazy Donkey beers, in particular, have become a favorite amongst beer enthusiasts for their bold flavors and high-quality ingredients. This is exactly what I was looking for when I talked about variety in the last vlog. The main reason for the brewery's popularity has to do with their commitment to using fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Online sources state the brewery takes advantage of the unique location of Santorini, using volcanic water and locally grown barley to create beers that capture the essence of the island. But besides the high-quality, flavorful beers and recipes, this is a really great spot to chill and enjoy the brew on their back patio, where you get the magnificent views of the mountains. They also have a fun and interesting interior decor. We were blessed to meet Gini and Barbara, who were serving the beers there. With 36 hours left in Santorini, we were on the fence with what else to do and visit. Gini and Barbara gave us a new list of attractions, some of which were on par with Emma's recommendations, and other new ones that we hadn't even considered. Continue to watch as we show you the local recommendations from Gini and Barbara. For instance, they highly recommend that we visit the peak of Santorini, called Prophet Elias Lookout Point. It's possible to hike or drive up. We thank Gini and Barbara for their wonderful recommendations and set out with our car to Prophet Elias Lookout Point. And just a short 13-minute drive later, we were at the top of Santorini. This is the highest peak of Santorini, standing at an impressive elevation of 567 meters above sea level. This mountain is named after Prophet Elijah, and it's a significant landmark on the island, offering panoramic views of Santorini and the surrounding Aegean Sea. It's a beautiful spot where you can see the entire island. The history of Prophet Elias dates back to ancient times when Santorini was formed through volcanic activity. The island's rugged landscape and volcanic soil contributed to the creation of the mountain, which has since become a prominent feature of the island's geography. Over the years, the peak has been shaped by erosion and natural forces, resulting in its current height and distinctive appearance. While this mountain peak may not have been used for strategic purposes, as usually found in other villages, it has played a significant role in the cultural and religious life of Santorini. The mountain is home to a monastery dedicated to Prophet Elias, which was built in the 18th century and is still active today. The monastery is a place of pilgrimage for locals and visitors alike, who come to pay their respects and seek blessings from the saint. Although the monastery was closed for the day, we were still able to visit the grounds, which gave us access to view the other side of the island. There was also a small store with locally produced items such as honey, olives, art, and jewelry. In addition to its religious significance, Prophet Elias offers a unique vantage point for which to admire the beauty of Santorini. And I overheard a tour guide say that on a clear day, it's possible to see neighboring islands such as Ios, Anafi, and Crete in the distance. I could see something in the distance, but I'm not sure what that was. There are several hiking trails that lead up to the summit, allowing anyone to experience the diverse flora and fauna of the area while exploring the spectacular views along the way. Despite that, we opted to drive up. The winding roads led us to the monastery and parking area. We recommend caution when driving here because the roads are quite narrow and parking spaces limited. Who knows, you might want to set this lookout point as your first sightseeing destination in Santorini, since it'll give you a great vantage point to spot your next destination. The next recommendation from our friends Barbara and Gini was to visit the village of Pyrgos and perhaps have dinner there. We left a lookout point, and just a short 7-minute drive later, we parked at the base of Pyrgos. While the famous village of Ia often steals the spotlight, there are other gems on the island worth exploring, such as Pyrgos and Emporio. These lesser-known villages offer a unique charm and a more authentic experience of Santorini. Stick with us as we now show you Pyrgos, located in the southern point of the island. This village is a hidden gem that manages to attract visitors looking to escape the crowds. This was welcome after bustling through the crowds in Fira last night and Ia this morning. Our mission now was to find a restaurant with a view of the sunset, if possible. On Google Maps, we tracked down Franco's cafe and set out on the adventure to find it. The village is perched on a cliff, offering panoramic views of the Aegean Sea and the surrounding countryside. Alas, we found the cafe. And luckily, despite not having a reservation, they sat us down at a table with a beautiful view. We ate delicious food, sharing a kind of flatbread and assortments of snacks. Then we enjoyed great drinks as we watched the sunset in the background. This is what we were hoping to accomplish in Fira. One of the main reasons people visit Pyrgos is to experience its peaceful and authentic ambience. Unlike the more touristy areas of Santorini, Pyrgos has managed to retain its traditional character, with locals going about their daily lives, welcoming visitors with warmth and hospitality. We recommend that you spend some time walking through the village, where you'll encounter friendly faces, quaint cafes, and family-owned shops selling handmade crafts and local products. Leaving the restaurant in the dark, I was slightly concerned since we almost got lost on the way up. In spite of that, we found a more direct path and bypassed the labyrinth and got us straight to the car. Phew. The next day, we started with a delicious breakfast at the hotel before starting off our next full day of adventures. In need of another coffee, we found a nearby bakery where we got our hot beverages and snacks. Santa Irini's Google ratings echo our very thought about this place. The staff was attentive, friendly, and helpful. We ordered a couple of coffees, and seeing all their delicious snacks, we couldn't resist. So we picked up a few goodies for the road. On Google Maps, we saw that we were very close to a beach that goes by the name of Perissa Beach. This is one of the most popular and well-known beaches on the island, located on the southeastern coast. It's renowned for its stunning black sand, crystal clear waters, and dramatic backdrop of the Messayuno mountain. This beach stretches for approximately 7 kilometers and offers a variety of amenities and activities that attract many discoverers. Although Santorini is located in a warmer climate and surrounded by beaches, the island is not particularly renowned as a beach destination. And we weren't necessarily visiting Santorini for the beaches. Nevertheless, we found it interesting to visit Perissa Beach to see and touch its unique black sand, which is created by the volcanic activity on the island. Surely that's something you won't see at any other regular beach. On top of seeing the black sand up close, it was totally cool to witness the contrast of the dark sand against the turquoise water of the Aegean Sea. We felt that it created a striking and beautiful setting. Prior to visiting Santorini, people searched the web to find out which beaches are good for swimming. Well, you'll be happy to know that Perissa Beach is also known for its excellent water quality, shallow waters, making it a great spot for families with children. Or for those of you looking to enjoy a leisurely swim. Moreover, it's possible to partake in water sports such as paddleboarding, kayaking, jet skiing, and parasailing. It's also a popular spot for snorkeling and diving. The crystal clear waters offers great visibility for underwater exploration. Perhaps a little deserted since we visited in May. Don't let that fool you. During the busy season, this place is lined up with beachfront bars, cafes, and restaurants where everyone can enjoy refreshing drinks, a delicious meal, or a snack while relaxing. We've heard that the beachfront promenade is bustling with life, especially in the evenings where you can enjoy live music, beach parties, and a vibrant nightlife scene. Our idea was to quickly see the beach since we had plans to visit a winery. Our new friends from yesterday, Gini and Barbara, recommended a few places, and Art Space Gallery was one of them. Timing is of the essence. Usually it's best to book or schedule your winery visits, especially so during peak season. Perhaps luck was on our side as we arrived almost at the same time as another couple. Just as we made our way up to the entrance, we were asked if we wanted to combine with the other couple and participate in the winery tour. The price was roughly €20 for the tour and tasting. The tour moved at a very quick pace and we found it hard to take pictures and videos. Moreover, it was discouraged to take pictures of certain areas of the winery. The guide told us to avoid pictures with the art, which is pretty much plastered throughout the winery. Furthermore, I felt an underlying pressure to purchase art, decorations, as well as the wine at the end of the tour. We were also expecting to have our own time, especially since we weren't part of a larger group. And at the end of the experience, we were hoping to spend a little more time roaming around the winery, yet we felt rushed because they were expecting another big tour after us. We left Art Space Winery feeling a little lost, and sometimes that happens when traveling. We felt so blessed just yesterday after meeting the girls at the brewery, and contrarily, today's experience felt a little flat. We hope to compensate this feeling by visiting another winery. We set out to Megalahori to visit the Gavalas winery, which is when we discovered that this wouldn't bring us back on track. We noticed the wine tour groups received more attention, so for a more personalized and enjoyable wine tour experience, we recommend booking with a highly rated provider like Get Your Guide. Visiting as a group means you'll get more attention from the animated staff, thereby ensuring a memorable day at the winery. We pulled a 180-degree turn and decided to visit the Vlychada beach. Vlychada is also known as the White Beach. This was a recommendation from Gini at the Santorini Brewing Company. Interestingly, this beach stands out from all the others on the island due to its striking white cliffs and rock formations, which create a dramatic and otherworldly backdrop against the deep blue waters. The history of Vlychada Beach dates back to ancient times when volcanic eruptions shaped the landscape of Santorini and created the impressive cliffs and rock formation as they are seen today. Over the years, erosion and weathering have further sculpted the cliffs, resulting in the intricate and gigantic design that make up the coast backdrop so visually captivating. The white color of the cliffs is due to the presence of pumice stone and volcanic ash, which gives the beach its unique and otherworldly appearance. The contrast between the white cliffs and the turquoise water of the sea creates a striking picturesque setting that is perfect for photography and relaxation. In comparison to other beaches in Santorini, Vlychada is often considered one of the most beautiful and underrated beaches on the island. While popular beaches like the Red Beach and Perissa Beach attract more visitors due to their accessibility and amenities, Vlychada Beach offers a more secluded and tranquil experience. We were in search of a wow factor, and we got it. Although Vlychada is less crowded, it's a great choice for those of you seeking a peaceful and unspoiled spot to unwind and enjoy the natural beauty of the island. Here is also home to a marina and a small fishing port, adding to the charm and character of the area. Our decision to visit this region was twofold. We wanted to see the beach and its stunning backdrop, as well as check out two restaurants located nearby, Tube Seraki and Fisherman's House. On our first day, Emma recommended to eat at Tube Seraki, and yesterday, Gini and Barbara recommended to eat at the Fisherman's House. How convenient with our now empty stomachs, we decided to visit both. We started with the Fisherman's House and shared a variety of dishes. Since we loved the tomato keftedes so much, we had them again. And also shared some fish akras, which are fish bites battered and fried. It's a great spot since you're right in front of the marina. It was highly recommended by Gini and Barbara for its simple style, no frills, and just great food. Wanting to satisfy our curiosity for the other restaurant, we had to get back into the car since it was located at the top of the cliff, just behind the Fisherman's House. Certain restaurants on the upper strip were accessible by stairs, but this late in the day, we opted for the car. At Tube Seraki, we recommend to make reservations because, as you may recall, everyone seeks to sit on the patio for the views of the bay and the sunset. We ordered beer, wine, and ceviche. This restaurant also produces delicious food, and let's call it first-class view of the Aegean Sea. In our opinion, both of these restaurants are worth visiting. And now came the time to decide what we would do as our last activity on Santorini Island. The options were slim. We could A. return to Fira for another try at the sunset, B. head to Kamari Beach for a chill evening, but in the end, we opted to discover Emporio. Emporio is another lesser-known village in Santorini, and ironically, the largest village on the island. It's known for its well-preserved medieval architecture, winding alleyways, and historical sites. Gini and Barbara told us a little something about the village's past. It appears that much of the village was designed in a way to ward off or slow down invaders. That said, there are many narrow passageways that connect in a kind of labyrinth effect that would easily disorient intruders. This village is home to the famous Castelli Castle, a medieval fortress built by the Venetians to protect the island from invaders. It's possible to climb to the top of the village for panoramic views of the surrounding area and learn about the village's past through the exhibits and artifacts on display. Aside from the castle, Emporio is a treasure trove of historical sites including ancient churches, traditional houses, and archaeological ruins. As we strolled through the village, we encountered charming squares and hidden courtyards, all of which added to the village's charm. Here, you can plan a simple visit for just a few hours or days, where you'll be able to wander through the labyrinth streets, getting lost in the maze of alleyways, and discovering hidden gems around every corner. Hiking enthusiasts can explore the nearby hills and valleys, taking in the stunning views of the sea and countryside. After playing hide and seek, Ellie and I decided to wind down at a nearby cafe restaurant and enjoyed the transformation of evening into night. Emporio offers a glimpse into Santorini's past and a chance to explore a more off-the-beaten-path destination. We were blessed with 3 sunny, beautiful days in Santorini, and unexpectedly got rain on the day we were leaving. For us, it just meant we were having breakfast indoors. At this point, we were heading back to Tolo via ferry. But we felt for every single passenger that were making their way on Santorini for their very first day. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you love what you saw. What did you think of the Vlychada beach? Isn't that amazing? And Emporio, that was actually one of our favorites. Our goal today was really to show you a glimpse of what's possible to do in Santorini, and hopefully enhance your experience when you visit there, just like Emma, Barbara, and Gini did for us. Well, that concludes our vlog for today. Actually, I want to point out, if you guys like our t-shirt designs, we have a growing collection on our spring store. Alright everyone, stay safe, have a great week, keep on discovering, and I'll see you in the next vlog.